okay? So I tried to do a live video and they disconnected me less than 1 minute. I'm going to see if they're going to do it to this one. They did it just to do it, just to disconnect me. It's 20 seconds into the video. It's 22 seconds into the video. If you're watching this video, 44,600-pound floodgates have been installed on the New York City tunnel to protect from superstorms. Okay, if you're just watching this video, I tried to do a video earlier, just a few minutes ago. They literally disconnected me just like that. And I tried to reconnect and it disconnected me again. And then it said connected and it showed a blurred out image. That's all it did. So they don't want me to do this video, but you know what? I'm going to do this video. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't care if they don't even want to notify people. I'm still going to do this video because whoever's meant to see it will see it. That's how I feel. So we're going to get right on to it. I've already done this live video onto my Facebook. I'm going to do it here on the YouTube. So the people who like the darkness, who keeps trying to silence me, you're not going to put my light out. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to put my light out. I don't care how much you come out against me, because I know the battle is spiritual and I know how the battle ends. The light wins out. So to the darkness that's trying to put my light out, that is trying to silence me, it is not happening in this lifetime. It's not. It's not happening. You are... just forget it. So we're going to flip this around. So New York City has put up tunnels to protect from superstorms, and they literally seal watertight. And look at this, Excelsior, ever upward. That's what it means, ever upward. And I read, let's see how thick these tunnels are. These tunnels, which I read, they're on the Queens Midtown Tunnel, and they're on the Hugh L. Carey Tunnel. Okay, they say the installation, you might have noticed the installation of handsome floodgates, bronze colored floodgates that can create a watertight barrier, and it seals the entire portal to the tunnels. And they have the seals of New York on them and the United States motto, E pluribus unum, along with the translation, out of many one. So you have to ask yourself, why are they doing it? This sounds apocalyptic. It reminds me of the day after tomorrow when the tsunami came, because there was a mini ice age coming and the climatologist was telling them. Okay, let's see how, look at these. They installed them for watertight seals. What are they afraid of? They were made by Walton Chrysler Oxford Company. Okay, let's look, what is that? Let's look at this, you all. They're mounted on the sidewalk, at the side of portals and transits. They've built these big floodgates in New York City. Let's look at this. New York City, and other people have done it too. Look at that. It takes approximately 30 minutes to completely close the tunnels. Close the tunnels to New York City. This is alarm bells going off right here. It really, really is. And I think I read they were like 2 feet thick. 2 feet thick. I think that's what I read. It was, and I think it's enough for to stop radiation too. Yeah, 22 inches thick, 14 feet high. That's what it is. So yeah, they've got 44,600-pound doors that are going to close when a big tsunami comes, when something happens, and they have to shut the city off. That is the strangest thing. Can you imagine how long it took to build it? Look at this, you all. Ever upward. They got these built. They're ready. They're ready for the apocalyptic scenario. That's what they're ready. 44,600-pound flood gates. So yeah, we have to ask ourselves, what are they planning for? What do they know that we don't know? They've got information that they aren't sharing with the public. They know that an event is coming. They know an event is coming, and they're not telling the rest of the public. They're just doing that because, you know, they're going to just protect from superstorms that might come. You don't build big old airtight doors just on the what ifs. You don't do it. You're not going to sit and waste your time. You're going to literally seal off the city for a reason. That's what I think. Completely seal it off. And you all can do your research on it too, because you can, I just did an image. And it does. Look at these people right there putting this on there. That will stop the people, but not a tidal wave. That's exactly right. It is smash it. It will smash the people. Look at them trying to shut it, all these men. So ever upward, you have to ask yourself, why did they choose the words that they use? Ever upward, and the other one was right here. Out of many, one. Why they choose those words? There's got to be a reason why they choose those words. There really's got to be a reason. I'm telling you, we're in for some turbulent times in our lifetime. It's not going to be lifetimes after us. No, it's going to be in our lifetime. It'll probably be before my body leaves this earth. It's probably going to be then, before then, you all. This is, yeah, it's to lock everyone in camps. And are you talking about the lovely re-education camps and stuff like that? It could be. You never know. We don't know what our future holds, but we better prepare big time inside of here, right in here. We better prepare our hearts right in here for what's coming, because it's going to be unparalleled in nature. It really is. Yeah, the lists are endless. Hello from Las Vegas. What's going on in New York City? They got these big 44,600-pound floodgates that are airtight, that are 22 inches thick, 14 feet high, both ends of the tunnels, or whatever, to completely seal in the tunnels for a superstorm. That's what it is, superstorm. They're protecting the city against a superstorm. Yeah, that's what they're saying, is a superstorm that might come, so we got to protect it. You're not getting out. It takes 30 minutes for the gate to close completely. Into the tunnel and lock people in. Well, you're going to be locked in regardless. If you're a person and you're in New York City and they close those gates and you're living on the other side, you're going to get locked in or you're going to get locked out. One or the other, because they're not going to open them back up until they want to. Yeah, so yeah, this is weird. It's really, really weird. When my friend sent me this, she goes, Gina, I can't read what's on the door. And she couldn't, so I did a Google image. Look at this. What do you think, if you're living in New York City, are you driving past these and thinking, oh, well, that's pretty. It's in bronze. It's a great big bronze door, I'm sure. I'm sure the type of metal is symbolic. The type of metal that they use has got to be symbolic also in nature. Learn to swim. Well, you'll get carried away, and boom, probably go in a little bitty things like that, you all. And this year is just a bad dream. They took a little bit, yo, they may be pretty. Yeah, so yeah, this is really interesting. It really is. And you know, did you know they got abandoned turnpike tunnels too? You have to think why they got these tunnels abandoned, but look at that. They got these big gates. I don't know, you all. I really don't know what's going on. Out of many, one, and ever upward. So that's the words on the tunnel. Ever upward and out of many, one in New York City. We better become vigilant. We better keep our eyes open, and we better make sure that we have a clear channel inside here, and we really do, so we can connect to the spiritual realm, so we can get those premonitions, that we can increase our intuition inside of here, so we'll know ahead of time, because our spirit will tell us. We've got to get in tune. We really got to get in tune in here, because something's coming. Something big is coming. Yeah, you just said that, or Richard. Yeah, something big is coming. Yeah, we can all feel it. We know it. And if you're like me, you're in the preparation preparation mode inside your mind. You don't know why, but you feel the need to prepare in any way, and just strengthen your spirit. Yes, yeah, and YouTube cut my video on my video before I started this video. They cut it in less than 1 minute. They cut me and disconnected me, and then they reconnected me, and then they disconnected me, and then they reconnected me and made me all blurry. So we got these great big tunnels here in New York City is what we've got with great big doors on them. I had a friend who lives in New York City, and she could not wait to get out of New York City. She had to sell her mother's home. Her mother had passed. She was waiting for somebody to, buy her home. So she felt the urge that she needed to get out of New York City before the end of the year. And she just so happened, I think last month, her mother's house sold. And I was so thankful for her because she really, really needed to get out because she felt led within her spirit to get out of New York City. New York City, I'm going to type that in, New York City, floodgates. Floodgates. Wasn't 200,000 people moved out of New York City? I don't know. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Look at this. 25,000-pound floodgates installed in New York City. But that was 2017, so they've been planning about this for a long time. Why is it just now making its news? 2017. So they've been ahead of the game. 2017. They've had a long time to prepare. They really have, and now this is just now coming to my attention. And I'm sorry it's from 2017, but yeah. 2017, they're ahead of the game. They had some information ahead of time. They said it's for Sandy, storms like Sandy. Oh my gosh, a big depression, a bad weather all week, all kinds of hard rain and stuff. The housing market out there is high. Yeah, it was really high. Oh my gosh, the same time it says FEMA intends to redraw flood maps for New York City. That's what it said. They're going to redraw the flood maps for New York City. So yeah, they're all in on it. They all know about it, the flood. They all know about the flood that's getting ready to come, the big tsunamis and stuff. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it will. They said it will devastate their infrastructure, their critical infrastructure. And they know it's going to be a lot of the metropolitan city wiped out. They know it. They know it. Oh my gosh, you all. Yeah, 73,000. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? You cannot totally prepare for acts of nature. You cannot totally protect yourself against acts of nature because nature is unpredictable. And especially if there's extraterrestrials involved in it, it's going to be really unpredictable because, they can just step in. And when I say extraterrestrials, it can be angelic beings. It could be anything. It really could be. The New World Order and the concentration camps, population control. All of the Richmond of New York guys, they know. Wait, let me see this. All the rich moved out of New York. Oh, wow, because they knew. Look at that. Out of many, one. Out of many, one. Out of many, we become one mind, maybe one train of thought. I'm trying to think of that. Why do they want everybody to become one? We are Borg. We are one. Is that what that means? We are Borg. We are one. Out of many, one. I don't know. I don't want to be an AI society. I do not. I promise you, I do not want to be a Borg. You had 3 earthquakes in Las Vegas. HARP, yeah, weather manipulation. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, it was like in 2017, they got these 22-inch thick floodgates. And I think they said they're 25 ton, and they're 14 feet high, and it takes 30 minutes to close the gates to the tunnels to lock the people in, actually to keep the waters out, they said, to protect against critical infrastructure and loss of life. That is, a lot of people from New York are moving south. I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. I would not want to be in that area right there. If I had a choice between the West Coast and then that'd be a difficult choice. It really would be. Is a patriotic slogan, nothing wrong with it? Okay. I've not heard that anywhere. I'm just trying to think of that Borg. Yeah. You'll head to the mountains with your family. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Starters, they are letting the crimes. Oh, I heard that. My friend said it is awful. She could not even believe it. She didn't even want to go into the city at all because it was all desolate and it was run down and it looked like a apocalyptic. It really did in New York City. And I am sorry if you're trapped there. I really am, because I don't think it's very nice. I don't. So yeah. Police can't do their job. Well, they don't want the police. So I guess they want something else. So yeah, so if you're just tuning in, I was sent a message that they have 44,600 pound floodgates installed in New York City. They said that was for flood control, for critical infrastructure, and it takes 30 minutes to close the gate. Yes, but they had it built in 2017, so they know something is coming. Something big is coming, and they are trying to prepare. Maybe they want to run the city down. Maybe this is all planned. Maybe they want to have this go like that, and the business is shut down, and all the people leave the city because they know something's coming very, very soon. So they don't have to worry about the loss of life because it's really practically empty now. Maybe that was their plan all along. We have to have something to get the people out of the city to save lives. It could be something like that too. It really could. But yeah, you can see the pictures of it. That's what I'm thinking. Really, there's just so much going on. So much going on. So I'm happy for the people who left New York. And the shops closed down and the people can move to different places. I'm happy for you. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise for some people. I mean, it may be. I have to look at it on the bright side. It's a blessing in disguise to get out of there because you don't want to be trapped. And you would be trapped with those floodgates if they ever close, because nobody's getting in and nobody's getting out. You're not getting out. Yeah. The flooding was common in Manhattan, and they are parking garages. Wow, 80 feet below the ground. Oh my gosh. I would not, 80 feet below the ground. That, my gosh, that is scary. It would be really scary. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to contemplate if flood waters came and you're 80 feet below ground in a garage. That's scary. It really is. So yeah, with that being said, I am going to be ending this video, but I didn't know if you knew, because I didn't know they had 20-pound floodgates in New York City. But they have prepared because something's coming. Yeah. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and thank you for tuning in.